Hello there guys and girls. Welcome to another quick tip. This time we will talk about a special type of camera shot you might have seen in some movies or TV shows like Breaking Bad. As far as I know, you can call this an inanimate POV shot, since it focuses on a prop rather than a character. I've used this in my video A Rich Man's Pleasure a while back too. Today I want to show you how to recreate this effect in GTA 5 with a few simple tricks. To make it work, all you need is Menu PC. Let's say you have a character carrying a baseball bat like this and you want to focus on that bat instead of the character. Just open Menu, go to the object spooner and spawn any random pad you want, like this. Press F9 to open the spooner mode and right click the newly spawned pad. First you switch from dynamic to frozen in place here. Then you go all the way down to attachment options and attach the pad to your current self. If you have multiple characters in your database, you can also choose another person in here. Now you have to think about where the bat or the prop is locked on your character's body. In the case of a weapon like this, it's the right wrist or right hand. If you select that, the pad is locked in that same position with the center of the body. To avoid glitches, you now have to deactivate the collision right here. In the scenario with the bat, you should actually move the pad a little bit behind your player character, because otherwise when you try to attack with the bat, the character is gonna try to hit the one that is locked to its wrist. If the pad is still stepping around like this and keeps moving, you need to stop it, because otherwise it is gonna mess up your shot later on. So while still having the pad selected, you go down there to Pad Options, Animations, and then from this predefined selection you apply Stand Still, Arm Spread. It is important that the animation is looped so the pad will hold still like this indefinitely. Last but not least, since you don't want to see this pad in the final shot, you make him or her invisible. Also, just for safe measure, activate the invincibility here. Then you can just record whatever you want your character to do in the scene, like walking around and then hitting someone with the bat. When you're done recording, switch over to the Rockstar editor. This is where part 2 of the magic is happening. Even though the attached pad is invisible, you can still use the option Move with Target on that character. Make sure to set this value to rigid. Then place your camera in a way that the desired prop or inanimate object can be seen while moving. I'm gonna attach the camera somewhere up here and put the center of view right onto the right wrist. What makes this easier is to imagine that you are mounting a little GoPro to an object in real life. Meaning that it wouldn't really make sense for me to position it like this, because where would the camera mount be in that case, right? Also, GoPro cameras usually have a wide field of view, which makes the object seem more elongated. Just look at the difference it makes when I zoom in and move the camera out instead. This looks way less convincing than with a lower zoom and therefore wider field of view. For the depth of field, it seems that the default value works best, because with manual and automatic you don't really get the sharpness on the entire prop while keeping the background blurry. When I press play now, you can actually see how the camera seems to be locked perfectly fine to the baseball bat. This effect works best if you apply no camera shake at all, by the way. Because after all, there is enough movement already thanks to the character and object movement. By the way, you don't have to use any object to focus on. You can also just attach an invisible pad to your character's head and thereby create interesting effects as the head is turning. In that case, it is easier to apply depth of field. For instance, you can go with manual and then set the correct distance, because the camera isn't moving in this type of shot anyway. I really hope that this short tutorial gave you some inspiration for more creative shots in your GTA 5 cinematics, and maybe you can apply this technique effectively. And that's about it for this quick tip. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Vanova, over.